Hi everyone, Blair from Distance Ed here at CMU, back again to share some more tips, tricks, and resources to help you make the best out of your online learning. Today I want to share with you some helpful mobile apps that you can download to help make your online learning a bit more easier, a bit more accessible, and a bit more manageable. I want to start off with some managing apps that you can download, and I briefly talked about these in my video about how to manage your coursework, but I want to run through them again as a quick refresher, and especially since they're related to mobile apps and the whole topic about this video. Now, the first app I want to highlight is calendar apps. Now, this could be your default calendar app on your phone or a calendar app you download, such as Google Calendar. I personally use Google Calendar. I really enjoy the customization of it. It has so many great features, and my favorite part about it is the ability to sync up with other people's calendars, so you can be aware of what their schedule is, and they could be aware of what your schedule is. And especially with online learning, for what I've been doing on the calendar app is putting in the times each day of when I'm going to do my coursework, when I'm going to work out, what am I going to do, or when I'm going to do chores and stuff like that. So others that are synced up with my calendar can be aware, oh, he's working on coursework. I shouldn't disturb him during this time, or he's free during this time. I could get a hold of him or something like that. So it just makes things a little more accessible and a little more, people are more aware of what your schedule is. The next app I want to highlight is reminder apps. Now, this is similar to calendar apps in that you can use the default one on your phone or download one through your app store. They're really great to kind of give you that extra push or kind of kick in the butt to remind you, like, hey, you gotta work on this paper today, or hey, you gotta do this. And especially if you're living alone, or if you're living with roommates and there's nobody really there to hold you accountable except for yourself, a reminder app is a good way to kind of get that extra motivation, extra push, to kind of drive you to complete your coursework and complete everything you need to do. Now, the next set of apps I want to talk about is more focused on the online learning experience and how these apps can help you in terms of online learning. The first apps I want to highlight are recording and video calling apps, such as Panopto for recording and Zoom for video calling. Downloading the Panopto app on your mobile device really helps out to make it a bit more easier to make videos or to record yourself. It makes it a little more mobile. You don't have to use your laptop or kind of set up your webcam in certain ways. You can easily manipulate your phone. And with that, downloading Zoom is a great way to, if you say you don't want to take your laptop downstairs, or you want to do a video call outside, you have your mobile device right there and you could call off of that. Downloading these apps are helpful too if your laptop or your computer doesn't really have a good mic or a good webcam, and your phone does, especially if you have like an iPhone or a high-end Android device that has a good camera, a good microphone. You could use that instead of having a poor quality in your laptop or your desktop computer. The next apps I want to talk about are the Microsoft Office 365 apps. These are apps such as Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Excel, Stream, Teams, anything that is under that Microsoft Office 365 umbrella. Now, you can access these via your Mav Zone and use them in your browser, but you can also download the individual apps through your App Store. These are a great way. I personally have the Microsoft Word app downloaded. It just helps me if I'm studying for a test or need to look over some notes of mine. I could easily access it through my phone. Just pull up the Word document. I don't have to pull up my laptop or go on my desktop computer or anything like that. Even with PowerPoint, I do the same. Open up PowerPoint on my phone. I could scroll through a PowerPoint pretty easily. It just makes it a little more accessible, a little more mobile. That's kind of the theme of all these apps, are kind of making it more mobile and more accessible. Along with that, this is one of my personal favorite apps, is the Outlook app. Downloading this is a must, in my opinion. It just makes it a little more easier to access your emails. They're right there on on your phone. If you have an Android like I do, you could personalize your home screen by adding widgets, and you could add a Outlook widget so you could easily see and scroll through your emails and easily write one or send one back. Just makes it more accessible, and you don't have to log on to your computer or anything like that. It's just right there on your phone. You get notifications. It's just, it helps out so much, and I really recommend you download it. The second to last app I want to talk about is the D2L app Pulse. It is created by the actual creators of D2L Brightspace. So it's well maintained. It's really well made, very accessible. I've been messing around with it. I kind of just found out about it, and it's really great. I'm definitely going to use it. It gives you direct access to D2L. You don't have to open a web browser, go through any hoops or anything. It gives you direct access. It's very well laid out. You could access all your core shells, everything you need right then and there. Would recommend this app as well. It just makes D2L a little more accessible on your mobile device and all of that. And then the last app I want to highlight is the CMU app. If you haven't downloaded this app, I recommend you pause this video and download it right now. It is one of the most helpful apps, not only with online learning, but just being a part of CMU as well. There's a lot of great resources on there, such as your course info, grades, ePay, campus resources, contact information, maps, directories, just a whole plethora of different resources on there. One of my favorites is the D2L option on there. This is another way to get direct access to D2L without having to open up a web page or anything like that. So if you're not a fan of Pulse or don't want to download Pulse, or if you already have the CMU app, you have direct access to D2L right there. So another app I highly recommend, especially if you're a CMU student, which I think all of you are. It helps out so much in your academic career here at CMU, and it's just a great app to have. So to kind of wrap up things, all these apps just help make your online learning a bit more mobile, a bit more manageable, accessible, and a bit more easier too. So I encourage you to check out these apps, and kind of browse around the App Store, see if there's any other apps that I may have missed on here. If I have, and there's apps you swear by with online learning or just learning in general, please leave them in the comments below, or contact us at distanceed@coloradomesa.edu. And until next time, stay safe and wash your hands.